Hey guys, it's Confer Hollywood Studios here, and the day has finally come. Six Flags and Cedar Fair have officially merged together to create the new Six Flags Entertainment Corporation. There's so much to unpack from what was released today, July 1st, the day the merger officially went through. So we're going to go through everything on the new website for Six Flags. This is just the investor website. If you go to the actual Six Flags website or the Cedar Fair, I don't think there was a Cedar Fair website, but if you go to the Six Flags website for the parks, that has not been changed yet to reflect the new logo and everything, which, let's talk about that new logo for a second. Let's open it up fully here. That is absolutely amazing. I don't think they could have done anything better. They're able to combine Six Flags and Cedar Fair together in such a really cool way. They're able to use the brand recognition of the Six Flags name while also keeping that really nice, classy look of the Cedar Fair logo, and I think this just looks absolutely spectacular. I had a feeling they were probably going to change the logo of the new company to kind of set themselves apart from the old Six Flags, and this just looks great. And that kind of brings up another point where a lot of people are saying, oh, Cedar Fair took over Six Flags took over Cedar Fair. Personally, I think this kind of tells everyone that this is more of a Cedar Fair taking over Six Flags. Of course, Six Flags is still Six Flags. The company is called Six Flags. Salim and Gary are still on the team, but overall, the majority of the leadership team is Cedar Fair for sure. And of course, we have this logo, which is a Cedar Fair logo just for Six Flags. So I think that the new company is definitely going to go in a new direction. It's not going to be like the Six Flags of old. It's going to be a completely new, different kind of company, which I think is really exciting. We're going to see all the parks change under this, hopefully for the better. I think it will be for the better. So we're going to go through literally everything that we have access to today and just check out what's going on. So welcome to the new Six Flags Entertainment Corporation. We're thrilled to announce that Cedar Fair and Six Flags completed their merger on July 1st, creating the largest and most diverse amusement park operator in North America. Our combined company now operates under the Six Flags name and trades under the ticker symbol FUN on the New York Stock Exchange. So then they just continue on. We are now poised to deliver our guests unparalleled fun, excitement, and memories that last a lifetime. The new Six Flags boasts an impressive portfolio of 42 parks, including some of the most beloved amusement parks and water parks in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This extensive network allows us to reach more guests than ever before, offering unique and immersive experiences that cater to all ages and entertainment preferences. The merger brings together the strengths of both companies, combining Cedar Fair's reputation for delivering exceptional guest experiences with Six Flags' innovative ride and attraction designs. Our enhanced financial flexibility will enable us to invest in new rides, attractions, food and beverage options, and state-of-the-art consumer technologies. These investments are designed to grow attendance and increase per capita spending, as well as enhancing profitability to ensure that each visit to our parks is more exciting and memorable than the last. The combined company will be led by a proven management team featuring executives from both Cedar Fair and Six Flags. Richard Zimmerman, President and CEO of Cedar Fair, serves as the President and CEO of the combined company, while Salim Basul, President and CEO of the old Six Flags, serves as the Executive Chairman of the Board of Directors for the new Six Flags. The leadership team is committed to integrating the best practices of both organizations to create a unified vision for the future. We intend to combine the best aspects of Cedar Fair and Six Flags to ensure we are delivering the best possible experience to our guests every visit. And the corporate headquarters is going to be located in Charlotte, North Carolina, with significant finance and administrative operations maintained in Sandusky, Ohio. So the Arlington office of Six Flags presumably is going to be dissolved and will no longer exist very soon. I do know there are still people working out of there now, but I imagine as time goes on that everyone's going to move to either Charlotte or Sandusky, probably majority being in Charlotte, which is right by Carowinds, which is now a Six Flags park. With an anticipated pro forma enterprise value of approximately $8 billion, the new Six Flags is well positioned for future growth. We are committed to maximizing shareholder returns through strategic capital allocation and achieving targeted net leverage ratios. Our enhanced free cash flow will support ongoing investment in our parks, ensuring continuous improvement and innovation. As we embark on this exciting new chapter, we invite you to join us at our parks to experience the magic and thrill of the new Six Flags Entertainment Company. Whether you're a longtime fan or first-time visitor, we promise to deliver unforgettable moments filled with laughter, adventure, and joy. Stay tuned for more updates and get ready to make new memories at one or all of our 42 parks. So speaking on those 42 parks, let's take a look at the map, because they did release this unbelievable map. And seeing this with this logo and this list of parks feels like a fever dream. The fact that this is real is still mind-blowing to me. So The way they have this set up too is pretty interesting because they do have the parks kind of labeled a little odd. So for example, right, you have Cedar Point Shores Water Park. There's a line in between Cedar Point and the water park. Same thing with Knott's and Knott's Oak City. But then for some of the other parks, they did it a little differently. Like Great Adventure and Hurricane Harbor, they don't have that line. It's just Great Adventure and Hurricane Harbor. Same thing with Magic Mountain and Hurricane Harbor. Even though they are separate ticketed parks, they still have them as a joined aspect of the name of the park, which I think is pretty interesting. Same thing down here with Over Georgia, where it has that line. So an interesting mix overall, the way they did this, but the most concerning, well, not concerning, but interesting thing I found on here is Six Flags St. Louis. It's not called Six Flags St. Louis on this map. It's just called Six Flags, which I think is odd because if you look at Six Flags Over Georgia, still called Six Flags Over Georgia. Same thing with Over Texas and America. Any park, as well as New England, that has the area it's located in as a part of the park's name, all still have it in there except for Six Flags St. Louis. Maybe that was just a minor mistake they made. I'm not sure. I think that is really interesting though. But this is just absolutely mind-blowing. Look at all the properties they have down here in Texas now. You got Hurricane Harbor Splashdown in Houston, Schlitterbahn in Galveston, Schlitterbahn Resort in New Braunfels, Fiesta Texas over Georgia, and then over here in California, they're just dominating with parks. And you got Hurricane Harbor in Phoenix there as well. Then up here in the Northeast, forget about it. They have so many properties now. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, all of this change, of course, begs a lot of questions. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions, as do I. So this new logo, which we all, at least personally, I think it looks fantastic. I'm sure some people may not like it, some people might. I'm curious if this logo is soon going to be adapted to all the Six Flags parks. So look at Great Adventure, New England, Great America, Magic Mountain. Is their logos now going to change to reflect this? Or could this wind up leading to what I'm hoping happens, where all the individual parks, they're going to drop Six Flags as being an actual part of the name, and they're going to go for the Cedar Fair strategy where they keep the park's name as the most prominent aspect, but use the same font. I think they're probably going to add like Cedar Point, a Six Flags park, or something along those lines, just so they can use that Six Flags branding to the best of their ability. But I think it would be a smart move to kind of rebrand parks like Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Great America, etc. Parks that have a name separate from Six Flags that can stand on their own and give them that as their identity. So you would call it Great America, a Six Flags park. Great Adventure, a Six Flags park. Magic Mountain, a Six Flags park. And this new logo and just the way this is set up in general definitely makes me think that's the route they're going to go. I don't think they're going to rename all the Cedar Fair parks to Six Flags Carowinds or Six Flags Kings Dominion. I don't think that makes sense because now they're so much closer together. Even parks like Six Flags America, I could see that undergoing a name change to maybe going back to Wild World or something, which was its name prior to becoming a Six Flags park. So that's definitely something we're going to have to watch. I don't think any of this is going to happen right away. I do think this new Six Flags logo is slowly but surely going to be phased into all of the parks. But none of this is going to be immediate. We're not going to see immediate change with any of this. So we're going to have to watch and wait as time goes on. But I'm going to go quickly over to the press release that they released, which is right here. And it pretty much just outlines everything I already said. I am going to read Zimmerman and Salim's quote specifically. So Zimmerman says, "Today marks a significant milestone for our company, shareholders, guests, and associates, unlocking higher value and greater opportunities to deliver engaging entertainment experiences. Our merger establishes a new Six Flags Entertainment Corporation with a highly diversified footprint and robust operating model, enhancing park offerings and performance through the complementary portfolio of attractive assets and intellectual property from each of Cedar Fair and the former Six Flags. The combination also enhances the financial profile of the company with strong cash flow generation to accelerate investments in our parks to delight guests, driving an increased levels of demand and in-park value and spending." And then from Salim, "We believe that by combining the best ideas and most successful entertainment practices of both Six Flags and Cedar Fair, the new Six Flags can deliver a superior level of joy and excitement that is yet to be experienced by regional park guests. We are excited to unite the Cedar Fair and Six Flags teams to capitalize on the tremendous growth opportunities and operational efficiencies of our more extensive entertainment portfolio." And then there's just, a whole bunch of other stuff here. But this is really an unbelievable development in the amusement park industry. This is going to change everything. I'm really curious to see how they wind up structuring the employment and the higher level employees at the parks. I would not be surprised at all if we see some of the parks that are closer together kind of merge their higher level employees, Like maybe for some of these Northeast parks, they're going to have one person maybe in charge of social media for all the parks, and then, you know, smaller roles at each individual park, as opposed to having a PR director at each park. That way they can kind of spread it out a little bit more and make things make more sense. But this merger is absolutely huge. I am so excited to see what this winds up bringing to all of the parks, because I think all the parks are going to benefit from this one way or another. As for when we're going to see changes come to each individual park, that will of course take time. It's not going to happen immediately, but I think in the next few months or so, we're probably going to see some small changes start coming in. For starters, I think we're going to see this new Six Flags logo brought in. I don't think they're going to keep using the old one, because they want to have brand synergy and probably convert all of the Six Flags parks logos to having this font. I would not be surprised at all if that's what we see. So a lot of these parks, like Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Great America, Fiesta, would not be surprised at all if we see some new logos for them coming out in the next few months or so with this sort of font and coloring. Same thing with some of the holiday events like Fright Fest, Haunt. I'm curious which direction they're going to go in. I'm sure we're going to hear more information on that soon. Again, this is the first day that the two companies are combined, and tomorrow, July 2nd, is when they will officially appear on the New York Stock Exchange as the one big combined Six Flags Entertainment Corporation. But guys, this is huge. We've been following this for as long as I can remember, all the way back to when I first met Salim in the beginning of 2022. I knew he had a unique vision for Six Flags that would bring us somewhere that nobody would see coming. And here we are now with Six Flags and Cedar Fair all under one umbrella, where we can now say that Cedar Point, Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Kings Island, Knott's, all these amazing parks are all owned by Six Flags, one big company. It is absolutely insane. What do you guys think about this merger? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Which parks do you think are going to benefit the most from this merger? What changes do you think we're going to see? Let me know all of that down in the comment section below. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Six Flags content coming soon to Hollywood Studios. Goodbye, guys.